Hi guys, I want to talk to you about the assignment that you had for Monday, this past Monday. I wanted to review again that the screen that you're seeing right here is the screen in your textbook in your module. And I am on page 28, you can see right here, of the textbook. So this is a really good illustration of how you are preparing financial statements. So I want to go over here and I want to open up the assignments that you had for Monday on the 28th. Now I gave you a page before you begin the assignment to let you know that the assignment is to prepare a set of financial statements from the information that you've been provided. For help, go to your textbook, and it is in the module, Chapter 1, The Nature of Accounting, and on page 28, Figure 1-3, and that was just the figure that I just showed you. Now, going on to the assignment, the first one is Quick Practice 1-4. And it is to prepare an income statement. So you are going to be preparing an income statement from this information here. This is everything for the year ended December 31st, okay, for Premier RV Park. And here is the list of all of their accounts and the balances. So you will use all of this information to prepare an income statement, which is Quick Practice 1-4, a statement of owner's equity, which is Quick Practice 1-5, and a balance sheet, which is Quick Practice 1-6. Now, all of these accounts won't be used in each of the statements. You'll only use a few. So normally, these are listed, that starts with assets, to liabilities, to the equity accounts, revenue, and expenses. Normally, it will give you a list of accounts in that order. So, if you are preparing an income statement, you're going to be preparing it from revenue and the expenses. That will be your first one. Now, to prepare it, I have given you a blank financial statement form. If you click on this, and it will open up as a Google Doc. And remember, this is a blank form. You will use the same form for each one. You'll just make a copy of it. Now, what you need to do is come up here. This is a Google Doc. You want to say File, make a copy, and then you're going to change the name to income statement, because that's the one, that's what you're doing. Okay? So now see, you've changed the name here. That way you know that it's going to be in your Google Drive as an income statement. Then the next thing we will do is you're going to come over here and you're going to start preparing your financial statement, and this is going to be the income statement, because if you come back to your problem, I'll get it back over on where you can see it, you're going to use this same information for all of the problems. So, I know I'm going to do an income statement, so I'm going to do revenue and expenses. All right? So, I'm going to come to my financial statement. This is the income statement. And remember, you have to have the name of the business, the name of whatever financial statement you are preparing, and the time period. For the year ended, and I forgot what time period it was. I've got to look back on this. For the year ended December 31st. So I'm going to say December 31st, 2019. So I'm going to make that last year. And then using back here on, this is from your textbook. This is page 28. Okay, I'm going to follow this format and I'm going to put it on my Google Doc. So I'm going to go back to the income statement and I'm going to put my revenue first. And then I'm going to go back here and see, whoops, wrong one. I'm going to go back here and say revenue from services, and it was $52. So I'll say I'm going to indent just a little bit from services, and then $52. Okay, we see that? And then the next thing I'm going to say is expenses, because I only had one revenue. So my expenses, I'm going to come back to my problem, and I see that I have salary expense of $33. So my first one is going to be salary expense, and I'm going to put it over here because I want to keep my expenses separate, because I'm going to list them in the first column, and then when I total them, I'm going to put the total over here on the right column. Okay? So then the next thing I pick up is utilities expense. Okay? And then the amount of the utilities expense was $7. So this will be 7. Okay, you get the idea. And then after I list them all, I'm going to say total expenses, and then I'm going to put my total expenses here. And then I already know that it's going to be a net income, so I'm going to call it net income. And my net income is going to be my revenue minus my total expenses, and I have net income. Okay? So that's the first financial statement. That is the income statement. You prepared that one first. Then the next thing you do is you're going to come back to the next assignment. I'm going to move you over here just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. That's the first one. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to let you finish it. But the next assignment, Quick Practice 1-5, is a statement of owner's equity. So you're going to use your capital, John Boyd Capital, January 1st. You're going to use the net income from the income statement that you just prepared. You're going to subtract the drawing, John Boyd drawing, and then you're going to come up with John Boyd Capital. See, there's a question mark here, so you're going to have to figure that one out yourself. But you'll figure that one out by, if you get stuck, I'm going back to your textbook here. Here's the exact format that you will follow. You'll just replace Marilyn Johnson's information with John Boyd's information. And the income statement that you prepare for Premier RV Park, and you'll get the net income. You'll bring it down and you'll put net income for the month for John Boyd. Okay? So that is your statement of owner's equity. And again, going back to this one, this is the one you're preparing right now. You're going to use this information because all of the information is in this problem. That's why I gave you a copy of this problem. So you're going to use that. Prepare your statement of owner's equity next. Okay? And you'll also go up and you'll use the blank financial statement form again. Okay? You're going to file, make a copy, and now this time you're going to call it Statement of Owner's Equity. Okay? And then you will turn that into me. It takes a minute to copy. Here's what you're going to use. And see, notice it says Statement of Owner's Equity. So again, you're going to have Premier RV Park, Statement of Owner's Equity. Okay, whoops. And then remember, owner's equity, it's like the income statement. It covers the same period of time, and it is from point A to point B. So it will be for the year ended December 31, 2019. Okay? Alrighty, that is that one. Now, for the next one, you're going to prepare, move this up where you can see it. Quick Practice 1-6 is your balance sheet. Your balance sheet is going to be your assets. That would be cash, accounts receivable, supplies, building, and land. Those are assets. Your liability is the accounts payable. And then your capital or your owner's equity is going to be from the statement of owner's equity that you prepare. To remind you, on page 28 on your textbook in the module, here is the format that you're going to follow. And you're just going to replace Marilyn Johnson's information with Premier RV Park. Now, their Premier RV Park has a few extra assets, so be aware. Make sure you read your list properly. And you're going to be preparing the balance sheet, just like this, in this format. You're going to list assets first, total the assets, you'll list liabilities, and you'll only have one. I notice that, remember from the list, you only have accounts payable. And then you're going to do an owner's equity. And remember, that will be John Boyd Capital, and you'll get that from the statement of owner's equity. Okay? So that's why you prepare the statement of owner's equity before you do the balance sheet. Now remember, the balance sheet is a point in time. So it's going to say December 31st, 2019. It won't be for the year ended. It will be one point in time. Okay? So that is Quick Practice 1-6. So I'm going to go to that one. And again, you know, you're seeing the same thing because you're using the same information. And you will come up here to the blank financial statement. I'll click on it. It opens up. File. Make a copy. And then you are going to take that one, take that name out and rename it balance sheet. Okay? And then here is the statement that you will use. And then you will title it Premier RV Park Balance Sheet. And it will be, remember, it's one point in time, December 31st, 2019. Then you'll list your assets, liabilities, and owner's equity, and you will share these documents with me. You'll upload them through Canvas.